Canada Live Premier League then in football. It was Ayr 2, St George's 4. Old Boys 4, Laxey 1. Ramsey 1, Peel 2. St John's 2, Corinthians 4. St Mary's 2, Rushen 3. JCK Limited Division 2, it was Castletown 3, Colby 2. Governors Athletic 8, Michael 0. Jims 1, Foxdale 2. Maloo 10, Pulrose 0. Onken 7, Braddon 1. And Union Mills 6, Douglas and District 2. In the Canada Live Combination 1, Douglas Royal 4, Douglas Athletic 0. Laxey 2, Rushen 3. Marown against St John's was postponed, and it was Peel 9, Ayr 0. And in the JCK Limited Combination 2, Douglas and District 0, Union Mills 1. Foxdale 2, Governors Athletic 2. Michael Colby was postponed. We'll get more reaction on Union Mills later, Tony, but let's just focus on the big story of who's dropping down. Union Mills, of course, are coming up. Looks like it'll be Ramsey Youth Centre joining them, but Onken have kept the pressure up, which we'll hear about as well. But St John's are joining Douglas Athletic in slipping down. But it was St John's 2, Corinthians 4. St John's were leading as well, and they battled. They gave the champions a game.
They certainly did, and I was a bit worried, Tim, because when I saw it coming through, it's really Corinthians going for the undefeated record all season. They only dropped them points against Rushen at the moment. They've still got one to play next Saturday, but certainly today gave away a penalty. Sam Beattie, young lad, held his nerve, stepped up, scored to give St John's a lead. Then Sean Doyle, who's going for the golden boot, he pulled one back to make it 1-1. And then Steve Whitley got the second one to make it 2-1. So it was looking pretty good, and I was resting a little bit then. But then suddenly, another penalty, and Sam Beattie stepped up again, held his nerve, and made it 2-2. And, you know, the way it was working out, Tim, they had 3 games to play, including today's game. So it was 9 points on offer. If they got 7, so if they got 1 today, 3 off Marown, 3 off St George's, they had to have a superior goal difference because they were quite a bit different. But if they got 3 points today, that would have been huge for them. And
their goal difference actually is better than Douglas Royal, who they were trying to hone in on. And
well, that's it, and that's where it all had to come from. So
if they'd got 7 or 9 points, they would have stayed up.
Yeah,
because their goal difference was better. It wasn't going to go
I
worse.
thought it was the other way. Yeah, but that's the thing about it all, is that they had to try and get something. And I just wonder that game against Rushen, where they couldn't field a team due to players not being available, might have saved them, because you know Rushen at the moment struggling with injuries. The team, you know, they brought players in and they're stepping up to it, but you can see with their scores, you know, the one midweek, you know, it was tight for them, and unfortunately for St John's, they've been relegated, but I'm pretty certain they'll bounce back next season. You know, they're a strong outfit. They've showed that against Laxey. Laxey scored last minute, you know, took the points away from them. They showed it today against Corinthians, but 2 more goals for Sean Doyle, so completed a hat-trick. So I think that puts Sean on about 40 now. So I think he's well ahead of Steve Whitley, for the golden boot. And it keeps that run going for them. But it was a scrappy game, but well done to St John's for having a go at it. And when you think they had to cancel a combination game today, they called it off last night purely because players weren't available for the first team. They brought combination players in, and they put one heck of a show up, and unlucky for them.
That's been a note in this season. Okay, they've lost 10-1 in the corresponding fixture against Corinthians. I think they had a 5-1 defeat in there, but most of their games have been just 2 goals or 1 goal in it, and they've been on the wrong side of defeats. We touched on this last night. They have not been a typical bottom of the table side.
No, they haven't. And you know, when they came up, okay, it was a totally different set of circumstances last year, because the English FA shut us down and said that that's it. All the results come out of it, no points per game, and you know, all results were expunged. So that meant that you know, we had 2 teams who were really struggling in Pulrose and Castletown. What do we do when you've got 2 teams that want to go down? You've got 2 or 3 teams that want to go up. Luckily, the English FA give us some dispensation and said, okay, you can do points per game for the 2 promoted sides. So that's what we did. And, you know, unfortunately for Union Mills, they just missed out. But whether they would have done last season, I'm not too sure. But Ayr have done well to stay in that league. They've done impressively on the pitch, and you can see with the players that they've got. But unfortunately for St John's, they've been relegated. But there's some really good young players there, and hopefully they can stay together. Callum Taggart can stay as manager and come back up next season.
So Corinthians stay top, and they've got one more game to go to have the unbeaten season, as well as wrapping up, of course, the silverware and getting presented with the silverware, ironically, at Glencrutchy Road when they're away to St George's. That'll go down well.
Well, Bassey wasn't too impressed. But I said for 13, 14 years, Chris, I've had to watch you lift the trophy and we've give you guards of honour and all sorts. So it's nice. And Bassey congratulated. And let's face it, he's got to stay on our side because he's going to be taking a lot of Corinthians players, I think,
Exactly.
to FC Isle of Man. So he's got to be nice to them players. They won't forget him. But no, he's a professional right the way through. And he came up, shook my hand, Lee Dixon as well. And I'd like to thank everybody. I've been inundated with calls because we're a small club. We're not like Leicester City, but we're a small club who've come good. We've worked hard, and we've got the league and obviously the combination one. And the women have done us proud as well. They've won 2 out of the 3 trophies and 1 more to go.
You mentioned Russians' injuries, but they won 3-2 at the Bowl against St Mary's. Good result for the Spaniards.
It was a good result, and sure, Dan next to me, Dan Parnell's played with some of these, but I think it's people say that the league has been won and everyone's given up. No, they don't. You still want to play well. You still want to finish as high as you can. And today was a massive game against St Mary's because St Mary's beat Peel 3-0 not too long ago, Tim. But Mikey Williams got one, Jack Kamada as well got a goal, and Aaron Hawley got the other one. And Aaron's 36-ish, 37, because I know he's playing Masters football and he's still scoring goals for fun. But for St Mary's, Matthew Kent-Lloyd back in the team today, he got one, and it says here Craig Cowan. I think that might be a little bit of a bogus one thrown in because Craig hasn't played all season, and he took one a couple of weeks ago because he asked me to mention him, and I think he's done the same again here. But 2-1 at half time to Russian, 3-2 at the end.
St George's stay in 4th place, but they're closing in on St Mary's in 3rd. They won 4-2 away at Ayr, so 3 points back to Glencrutchy Road.
Yeah, and St George's have still got a couple of games to play. They've got St John's to play, Corinthians to play. I'm just trying to find out from Johnny who actually scored for Geordies today because I haven't got their scorers. Damage was done in the first half, Tim. It was 3-1 at half time. Ayr United got 2 goals. Jamie Callister, I think it was, who got 2. Please give us another name if that's wrong. But, Ayr, that's a good result, that, Tim.
They've had a good return, haven't they?
Brilliant. Sean Kelly didn't play last week, but certainly with the other people that are around there, I can see Ayr building. And when you look at it next year, Tim, we could have Ayr, Ramsey, and if Youthy clinch promotion this week, we've got 3 northern sides in the top division. When was the last time that happened? There's a question for Eric and Colin.
But Ayr looking like they are going to finish 5th in the table, which is some return back to the top flight. Ramsey 1, Peel 2. It's been noticeable Peel's form and the return has picked up.
Yeah, it has, and that's down to players coming back in from injury. Charlie Higgins with 2 goals. That's Chris's son.
Yeah.
So well done to Charlie. Chris Truggan got the goal for Ramsey. 1-1 at half time. And there you go again. Proven point for Ramsey. They're a team to look out for next season because predictions next year are going to be so difficult. FC Isle of Man get playing, then it's just going to open it up, isn't it? Big time.
It is. Old Boys 4, Laxey 1.
Good result that. They had to work hard for that one because I think the goals came later on in the game in the first half. Robbie Ward, 2 for him, 3 midweek. Ty Thompson got 1. Nathan Halsall got the other. Haven't got Laxey's goal scorer, I don't think. Johnny's, hopefully he might have sent it through to me. No, not yet. We haven't got that one. So, Johnny, if you're listening, if you can give us a score on that one, please, it'd help.
Let's go to JCK Limited Division 2. We've heard the reaction, but let's hear about the 6-2 win for Union Mills against Douglas and District.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I've just got here. Hi, Tony. Can you give my goal to Frank Jones? Ha. Cheers, Craig. He didn't play.
So you wasn't playing,
no. Sorry, Tim.
It was phoned through that way.
Yeah.
So I'll be on my guard next time. Union Mills 6, Douglas and District 2.
Yeah, Union Mills got the trophy. Really fitting day to watch the first team and the combination win. Vince Watkins, as you know, their chairman, and Judy was there to receive the trophy, both trophies, with the clubs.
That's quite a poignant gesture, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. And Daniel Stewart-Clegg got 1, Ben Hall got the other for Douglas and District. For Union Mills, Luke Booth got 1, Jordan Crawley got a goal, Colin Geraghty got 2, Sam Tipper got 1, Sam Kane got the other one. So great result for Union Mills. They're absolutely delighted. And Foxy now is just waiting for the first round draw of the FA Cup to be done, and hopefully they'll get one of the big boys to see where they are with their team.
When is the draw for the FA Cup?
Going to do it on the 29th live from London.
That's right. I know there was a London link being established, but we'll wait and see on that. Onken, 7-1 against Braddon.
Good performance, isn't it?
Closes in the goal difference a bit.
It does, Tim, but Ramsey who's centre.
I've got Paul Rose.
Paul Rose.
With all respect to Paul Rose.
Yes, absolutely. But Joe Rees again, 4 today, 4 midweek, so 8 goals in 2 games. He's flying. Bill Coulter got 1. Barry English, 2 last time, 1 today. Paul Whitley got 1 as well. Haven't got Braddon's goal scorer, but Onken certainly will be, a little bit disappointed, but it gives them another year to regroup, and hopefully next year they'll be one of the top teams.
Jim's 1, Foxdale 2.
I've got Foxdale's goal scorers. I think they came through, didn't they? But for Jim's, the goal scorer was Tom White. For Foxdale, I know Alan Lemaire sent a message through because it's all been a bit of a rush with the prize presentations, but it was Ricky Newsham got 1, Jay Chatwood got a goal as well, and good performance by Foxdale. Keeps them in touch with the top 4. Still a few games to go next week, and then as soon as we can, we'll jump in and get that Paul Henry played.
Governor's Athletic 8, Michael 0.
Yeah, and I've had a text message through from the chairman, Carl Hunter, and saying delighted today with the performance. Furby, Daniel Fairwell got 4. Brett Kitchen got 1. Carl Dobbin got a goal. Rhys Westwell and Conrad Kuma got the other one. But Governors just wanted to say well done to Michael. They really, had a go at them. And, Michael, again, bringing new players in, and hopefully they'll be in a better position next year to put a challenge on.
Now, you mentioned 2 clubs that were wanting to go down and were struggling. What about that for a result in the south? Castletown 3, Colby 2.
Absolutely brilliant. And when you look at the half-time score, Colby were leading 2-1. I haven't got Colby's.
That's an upset, isn't it? I mean,
massive.
Castletown will be jumping for joy with that result.
Absolutely. They'll be in Castletown Square, I think, tonight, and they want to be careful.
Dancing around the smelt.
It's Barnsley's 50th, and as far as I know, there's 50 of the football lot who've headed into town now, into Castletown to go on the drink. So enjoy the night, guys, and keep away from the Castletown players. But Aaron Field got 1, Tom Moore got the other one, Alex Crawley got the other. Dickie's not been in touch. I'm pretty certain Dickie's a bit frustrated with that score.
I'm sure he is. Maloo 10, Pulrose 0. An expected result, but I mean, fair play to Pulrose. They've conceded over 200 goals so far this season, but they're turning up most weeks and getting well beaten, but they're still playing and honouring the fixtures. I think, take my hat off to them. You
do, Tim, and massive credit to everyone involved because it takes some doing.
It can't be easy.
It can't be easy, and I think certainly when you see that sort of spirit, you have to build on it. And if it takes another year with just one team, then just do it. When you look at the history books and look at Pulrose Football Club,
massive history,
exactly. And it's one of them that whenever you went through Pulrose, you'd see loads of children there just there kicking a ball around and stuff, and some great players have come through Pulrose. And that seems to be stopping now. You see it at Nobles Park and Onker Park. You don't see so many kids there playing, whatever reason, I don't know. But today, Maloo 6-0 up at half-time. And Maloo just, I think, wish the season was starting now because they're on an incredible run. It looks like they've going to clinch their place into the Paul Henry. But Jamie Skillen was the star. He got 4. One of them was direct from the corner. Darren Flanagan got 1. Kieran Krippner got 2. Doran Tartar got 2. And Craig Cowan, that's the right Craig Cowan, he got the first one of the day, so great result that for Maloo.
Right pop here, aren't you?
Yeah.
Great Cowan. Right, swiftly on to the combination one, and just get the details out, and then we'll do the draws. Douglas Royal 4, Douglas Athletic 0.
Yeah, I think it was James Clark who got 1, Titus Craig got the other one, and Andy Asbridge got a couple of goals. Michael Fitzmaurice tried to get his name on the score sheet, but it didn't happen, so good result for Royal.
Laxey 2, Russian 3.
Yeah, good result that. Russian got a big game against the champions on Wednesday. Andrew Moody with 1, Jake Kelly, and Chris Shimon was the other goal scorer. 1-1 at half-time. Rob McAuliffe, I think it was, who got the 2 goals for Laxey.
And Peel 9, Ayr 0.
Yeah, good result that for Peel. Good finish, and they'll be looking as one of the favourites for the Junior Cup. Billy Kenyick with 2. Aaron Costain got 2. Thomas Brown got a couple of goals. Lee Hardman and got Sam Kenyick and an own goal, which no one's claiming.
In the combination 2, Douglas and District 0, Union Mills 1.
This was close because Union Mills' 21st game today out of 22, they played 20, won 20. So 60 points on the board, and today they had to wait. Really, I think it was about 20 minutes into the second half, might have been.
Huge cheer, wasn't there, when it eventually went in?
Absolutely massive. I've forgotten the goal scorer because they came up and told me, so I do apologise. But Union Mills got it. Well done, 21 out of 21. And Union Mills have enjoyed the trophy, and I'm pretty certain the boys are bouncing. And from what I'm hearing, if you're going past, there's a bit of a free bar going on up there as well, so go and join the party.
Foxdale 2, Governors Athletic 2. Been a good day for Governors.
It has been a good day. Again, the newest team in the league. They've worked hard, and today it went well for them. Haven't got the goal scorers for either, but it doesn't matter. Another point for Governors, and Foxdale will look at that. 2 points dropped.
OK, let's move to the cup draws. And I presume we're doing the Ascot Hotel Junior Cup draw
please.
first, with more involved in that one, and it's easier then to separate out for the women's draw later. And we've got from Canada Life, it is, isn't it, of course? Dan here with us, and we'll bring Dan in as well because we want to hear the numbers being read out. But Canada Life have extended their sponsorship of Manx senior football, the men's side, but also involved now with the women's side.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of recognise that the role that football plays in our community, and just seeing all the names and all the opportunity the sport provides, it felt like the right thing and the right time to extend that sponsorship and give more opportunities to the women's game. And we've seen some of the work that Simon, Kevin, Tony have been doing in terms of their diversity inclusion stuff, and we want to partner with them to make sure that the sport is as inclusive as it can be on the Isle of Man, and that there's so much more opportunity to strengthen the game.
That's well said. Well, thank you very much indeed for coming up on a Saturday evening. And Tony, we've got 21 in the hat, I should say, but just 5 games to be drawn out here.
Yeah, what it is, Tim, a few people are probably saying, how come there's only 18? Because there should be sort of 26 clubs in it. Obviously, St Mary's don't have a combination side, Pulrose don't. And we just checked with 2 or 3 clubs who have struggled since we've come out of lockdown, because there is a qualification ratio to play in this competition. You have to have played 4 combination games, and like St George's, Braddon, certainly Michael have sort of struggled at times to get teams out. So they've been taken out of the draw by their wish. And that's why we only need 5 games. These games are going to be played on a Wednesday night. It'll start in June. Dan, put the boys out of the misery and please do the draw.
OK, well, we will indeed do
5
the draw.
games, 10 balls.
So first game out, and the home side will be
Number 17.
Number 17, that is Ramsey Youth Centre and Old Boys.
Number 10.
And they will play number 10, that is Gyms. Ramsey Youth Centre and Old Boys against Gyms.
Number 15.
Number 15 is Peel. So they are at home at Douglas Road.
Number 19.
And they play number 19, St George's. Peel against St George's. Tasty affair, that.
Number 13.
Number 13. And number 13 is Marown.
Number 16.
Number 16 is Ramsey. So Marown against Ramsey. 2 more to come out, to draw 2 games.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Douglas and District.
Number 21.
And they will play number 21, and that is Union Mills. So Douglas and District against Union Mills. And the last game out,
Number 20.
Number 20, and that is St John's. And they will play
Number 4.
Number 4, that is Corinthians. So be one of the favourites, you would have thought. So while we're rearranging for the Canada Life Women's FA Cup draw, we've got the Ascot Hotel Junior Cup draw. 5 games. These matches are to be played on the 2nd of June. Ramsey Youth Centre and Old Boys against Gyms, Peel against St George's, Marown against Ramsey, Douglas and District against Union Mills, and St John's against Corinthians. And hopefully Tony has now got 6 ready to go in the bag this time. And we have Castletown, Colby, Corinthians, Old Boys, Douglas Royal and Peel. So I think we are now ready for Dan to make that draw. Just 2 games to be drawn here. These games, the date, the 30th of May.
Yep. Number 3.
Number 3 is Corinthians, current champions and more trophies now than any other side in women's football.
Number 6.
And they will play Peel, so that's a nice fixture to
teams.
start. That'll be encouragement to the rest.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Old Boys. It should be Old Girl. Well, you can't say that, can you?
And number 5.
And number 5, Douglas Royal. So that means there's buys for Castletown and Colby, so the southern teams are waiting to get involved. Corinthians will play Peel and Old Boys against Douglas Royal. Tony, your reaction to that draw, Ascot Hotel Junior Cup, Peel v St George's, take the eye a bit?
It could be. I know a few people will be saying, how come St George are in it when they haven't played towards the end, but they've had enough games to qualify players, evidently. But Peel are a really good side. They showed it again today. They finished second in the league, but I think they should beat St George's. D&D, ironically, just played each other today, didn't they? So you go Union Mills. Corinthians against St John's. Corinthians league winners. Ramsey against Moran. That'll be a close battle, but maybe Moran sneak it. Ramsey Youth Centre against Jims. Ramsey Youth Centre have got a good combination side there, top 3, so I think they'll beat Jims.
And the Canada Life Women's FA Cup draw, Corinthians Peel definitely takes the headlines there without a shadow of doubt.
Yeah, well done, Dan. These 2 sides met last week and it was a tight old affair. Corinthians won it with a Lisa Costain penalty. Peel had a call for a penalty in the second half, but it didn't go their way.
Was it a penalty? Were you there?
I thought it was.
Fair.
But I was miles
Fair.
away. But that's my view. It's the way it goes. And Peel. Well, they do.
Instantly dismissed. Did you hear that there?
They either go for you, they go against
that's
you.
the way it goes.
But well, it does, and Peel have got the opportunity here to pay back. But it's at Ballafletcher, and the pitch is in perfect condition. But Old Boys against Douglas Royal. That's 3 of the top sides drawn out. But it's great to see Castletown and Colby's done well there, Dan, to get 2 of the, if you like, the sides that find it hard in that league against the top teams to go into a semi-final of a cup, and anything can happen. So it's all to play for. And just think if Castletown and Colby drew each other in the semi-final and one get the final, that's a bit of history, and what a day that'll be when the final's played on the 13th of June.
Well, we'll have to get Dan back to make that draw, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. He's got a little bit more to do on that one. I think we'll have to do that midweek. I don't think Dan will get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and do the draws.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh, right. We might be able to get you in at 7. We'll see how we do.